Start by saying, wow, what an honor to be here in front of you today. I want to thank everybody who's watching on the live stream. I think a lot of folks back in West Texas who are taking it in, and for you who have showed up here today. It is an honor to stand here as the next head basketball coach of the Husky program. And, you know, I've had a blessed journey along the way, and I've got a lot of thank yous. I'm not going to hold you for a half hour going through those names, but I'd like to touch on a number of them through all of my stops in my career. First off, I want to thank President Robin Wacker for her vision and her leadership here at the university. I'm excited about where we're headed. I want to thank Athletic Director Heather Weems for her trust and belief in me and my vision for the program. I'd like to thank Holly for your work and all of the search committee members who handle that process so professionally. Going down the list, you know, I want to thank West Texas A&M, Athletic Director Michael McBroom, all the admin, the fans, the supporters there who have stood with me over the past 8 years. Tom Brown, Chris Gove, again, two of the best in the business that I've had the pleasure to work with, that taught me what culture is, chemistry, and how to build a program. Going back to Illinois Wesleyan, Ron Rose was my first coach that I worked with at the collegiate level there. Brilliant mind, great coach, really helped me along the way. David Feeney, the assistant, Mike Wagner, the athletic director. I can't thank those guys enough for giving me an opportunity to start my career coaching at the collegiate level. Before that, Kilsyth Basketball Club in Australia. I spent 3 years there. My first tenure as a coach of under 18 kids. You know, that was my first taste as a head coach. I thought it was going to be easy. I was a player. I assumed I could just tell them, hey, this is what you're going to do, and they'll do it. It was not the case. We were pretty average, but I loved every minute of it, and that's really what ignited my passion to get into coaching. I'd like to thank the Winona State community. Had a great career there. You know, I know we were talking about some of the Winona accolades, and I saw Tony and Matt back there shaking their head. That's a good start, all right? That's a good start. It's a team that we'd like to beat, as all the NSIC teams. Creighton University, had a great time there under Dana Altman, assistants Greg Grinsing, Darren DeVries, Len Gordy, Mike Bargan. I learned a ton from those guys in my 2.5 years there, and I appreciate that as well. Played at La Follette High School, had some success there with Eric Nelson, was a great coach, taught me what tough defense was about, taught me about effort. I can't be more thankful enough to him. And then Assumption High School is where I started in Wisconsin Rapids, and Gary Weisenbeck was the coach at that time. Played a 1-3-1 defense. I have not played it since then, nor will I plan on doing it, but there were some good principles that I picked up along the way there. My family, you know, family is so important to me, and you know, I'm one of 6. I've got 4 brothers, 1 sister. My brother Luke played at Assumption High School, was a football, basketball, track star, and you know, he was a senior when I was a freshman, and they called him Big Hendy. And I was known as Little Hendy at that time, and I wanted to beat him. I wanted to be Big Hendy. So if Luke's watching today, perhaps now you can call me Big Hendy, Luke. Other siblings, Tyrone, Zavi, Gabe, and Rafi, appreciate all the support they've shown me over the years. From my grandparents, you know, two of just the salt of the earth people that I cared dearly about. Their support over the years, whether it was, you know, coaching, playing, they've always been there, and I can't thank them enough. Got aunts and uncles who have always supported my dream to play and now to coach. They've watched me along the way, they've cheered me on, and I can't thank them enough. My father, who passed in 2018, was a blue-collar guy, worked in maintenance the better part of his life, learned what hard work looked like through that, and I can't thank him enough. You know, he supported 6 kids through that period of time, and I'm really appreciative for what he did. And then lastly, my mom, the saintly woman that she is. You know, I think whenever she passes, and I hope that's not for a long time, I'm going to nominate her to be canonized in Rome if they'll allow it. She's somebody who lives for family, she lives for her friends, she lives for her faith. And, you know, a big part of who I am is trying to model the behavior that she's shown me over the years. All the friends that have supported me, I'm sure some are watching right now, First United Bank and that crew, appreciate everything you guys have done for me over the years. And then lastly, my girlfriend Laura, who came up with me, who's been so supportive throughout the process. First, she's a West Texas girl, has never been to Minnesota. We were driving over, we flew into Madison last night, we're driving up this morning, and she looks over and she says, well, how cold does it get in winter in Minnesota? And I said, well, you know, probably high 30s, low 40s, with a few, and we get a few flurries. Well, she didn't believe me, so she Googled highs and lows of Minnesota for the last 5 years through December, January, and February, and then recited for the next 30 minutes those temperatures. So, yeah, I don't know. She's still here, so that's a good start. But again, I'm so appreciative of this opportunity and all the people who have helped me along the way. As I look to the future of Husky basketball and the NSIC conference, it's a great conference, it's a great league, it's a great region, it's established. The NSIC knows who it is. There have been so many great coaches who have come through this league. A lot of coaches that are still in the league from when I was playing, you know. Brad Bigler down at Southwest is still going. Matt Margenthaler, great coach at Mankato. Tom Billiter, they weren't in the league when I was playing, but has done a heck of a job over at Augustana. Some of the staples, obviously Don Meyer at Northern State, phenomenal coach. You know, Walthall just shut it down, another great coach. I'm so honored to join that group. And then to look at the tradition of Husky basketball and Butch Raymond, who had an era here, a great era, and set the groundwork and the foundation for this program. Then followed up by Coach Slagle, who I think is revered in this community and should be. He's a great coach, and I look forward to connecting with him further as we go ahead and I shape the future of this program. I'm excited to join, you know, that elite fraternity as I look at other guys in the league. You know, Upper Iowa, Brooks McGowan. You know, guys that he was at Northern Iowa when I was at Creighton. You know, Justin Week up at Duluth. It's a really good league. It's a tough league, and I'm excited to get going there. Now, in terms of, you know, my vision for the program, you know, the goal is to compete for the NSIC North consistently, to compete in the tournament, NSIC conference tournament, and then to compete in the region. And that's no small task to do that. But it's been done before, and it'll be done again. And, you know, I was fortunate, obviously, to be in the league years back. And, you know, I was looking at some of the guys and all the names that I remembered. You know, Matt Schneck, who was here, great player, was just a hoss inside. David Drees, you know, Pat Weir, who's from Watertown. I played against him in high school. Matt Siegel, Taylor Witt. I mean, just a crew. I mean, it was a who's who of NSIC players for a period. And to get back to where I think we all want to be, it starts with recruiting elite Division II players, developing those players, putting them in a system where they can develop, ensuring they're obviously getting it done off the court and in the classroom, and then connecting them with the community. And I think if you can do all of those things, you're in good shape. Not going to focus on wins and losses right now. I'm going to focus on laying the groundwork for the future of the program. Don't plan on taking any shortcuts to get there, but I'm excited about where things are headed and what we can accomplish here at St. Cloud State.